Hey everybody, crew of Blind Wave back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Melanie.
And we are here with another episode of Supergirl. What?
You almost said I'm Aaron.
You're Aaron too? I'm Aaron. I'm Aaron. Melanie's a little tired, so if she gets a little loopy, then that's why. But sometimes tired Blind Wave is fun Blind Wave, right? So, what happened last time, Melanie?
Clark said that he's going to go back to New York City.
No, Metropolis.
Metropolis.
Which he already went back there.
Yes, and he changed his clothes. Lickety split.
Yes, we saw that twice last time. That was cool. We also had the Metallo.
And he has all the kryptonite.
He took it somewhere, yeah, the kryptonite somewhere. Metallo doesn't have it. Superman has a kryptonite. Metallo went somewhere.
Multiple Metallos, right?
One died and one I think they caught. I don't really know what happened with him.
He got put in time out.
There you go. And they also had a Kryptonian that woke up.
Yeah.
And
we don't know who he is.
And Cat Grant might be gone. She might not be in this episode at all, actually.
Oh shit. Let's not talk about that.
And Jimmy's the running of it all.
Jimmy's the Cat Grant.
Yeah.
Jimmy's wearing the pants.
Ooh. Cat Grant didn't wear pants.
Jimmy's wearing the skirt.
That's better. Last week, I think we had a poll.
Did we dance on it?
Didn't dance on a poll. Alright, so last week our poll was about the kryptonite.
Whether you agree or disagree.
Whose side are you on in terms of the kryptonite? 25% said Superman, while 75% said Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, definitely majority there.
I can definitely understand that. Martian Manhunters seemed more reasonable, I guess.
I think we all agreed on that one last week.
Flashback 007 says Martian Manhunter is definitely in the right here. You never know if Superman, Supergirl, or another Kryptonian might turn on them. It's better to have it as a backup instead of end up empty-handed.
Mm-hmm.
Spencer Hopeful said someone should have it, just not the DEO. They just prove that their security is shit.
Yep.
So I'm with
Very
Superman.
true.
People are misunderstanding what happened in episode 1. He told John that he trusted that he wouldn't do anything to hurt them, but not that he trusted the DEO. I get why John wants to have it, and I agree. But if they can't properly safeguard it, they have to give it up.
Good thinking.
A lot of people are in the middle ground of that. Like, Superman maybe needs to come down a little bit, and Martian Manhunter needs to understand that he's more worried about the DEO and not that Martian Manhunter is going to do bad things.
Yeah.
Alright guys, that was the poll for last week's episode. Make sure you guys are sticking around to the end of this episode so you can hear what this week's poll is going to be, and then you can find out how to vote in our polls at patreon.com/blindwave. Also, make sure you guys are putting in your hashtag Supergirl Q&A questions. Alright guys, so let's get into this episode, see what's going to happen.
Hit the button.
That's... what? I think he's scared or freaking out, maybe. Oh!
Oh, wow.
I don't think he expected her to do that.
I don't think he's thinking he knows how to do anything. Maybe you guys are right. Maybe it is Superboy.
Oh man, she's gonna shoot him with a rocket?
Kryptonian rocket?
Shoot him! Just chasing him.
Can't fly. Must be Superboy.
It might not be Superboy, it could be anyone.
Yeah, but he can't fly.
Just a little shaken. Where is he?
You might not know he can fly.
The president is coming here? Yeah, she wants to tour the DEO, which is a national city to sign the alien amnesty.
Do the dishes. Clean up.
Amazing.
Do the dishes.
Madison on the CDC, what bacteria and diseases
Wow.
Come on, Jimmy. Do something.
He's never been walked over.
Morris, you do the
Jimmy, why'd you let him walk all over everything?
Yeah. You don't recognize her, do you?
Oh!
Oh,
She looks
shit.
familiar, but I want to hear her say something. What? Supergirl.
So it is fire resistant. Nice.
In the meantime, let's gather whatever evidence
You wouldn't even
we
know
can
they
find.
had lightning eyes.
He hasn't been here long enough to know you gotta kill the president for any reason.
Mine. from yours.
It's psychic paper. Oh shit, hers is
Ooh.
psychic paper.
I'll send this to the
Nice.
I'm sure you mean well to have made Earth their home. I know the DEO's
it
mission
Clark
is
Kent
to
Small
hunt
from
renegade
Smallville?
aliens.
No,
but
not
that
at all.
mission is
I
going
think
to have
she
to-
played
Madam
as
President,
Wonder Woman.
there are aliens out.
It was like a way old TV show.
Take advantage of your good
I
will.
have to look it up maybe. I'm not sure.
I can see that. She's
I mean,
pretty
it's
hot
from years
for an
ago.
old lady.
It's from years ago, but I think it might be her.
I can think of no one has to have hope.
What if it's false hope?
It's hope, Jean. How can it be false?
I like her.
Did you hear that? That was like a legit quote. People are going to quote her. What is it? It's an alien detection device that allows humans to find out who among them is not truly one of them.
Oh shit.
It's not marked.
You're doomed, buddy.
Nah.
It's probably naked in there.
I don't think the Kryptonian's bad, but someone else would be.
Ooh. I don't know. Isn't that the Kryptonian?
What do you want?
He has a shirt on.
I want to go home.
Home's destroyed.
Who's on the bike? Alex.
The detective.
Mm-hmm. This is gonna be fun.
Nice ride. Dollywood.
This is gonna be a fun combo. I'm excited to see them work together.
I don't.
Two badass women.
Look closer.
It's an alien bar.
So I'm wondering if she's alien too. Call that one.
I know! They wiggle!
Wiggle!
You moved on quick.
Oh, she's a lesbian. Maybe Alex looks widen her horizons.
Donk.
Excuse you.
Excuse you.
She's the bad guy.
Changeling?
She's the bad guy. She's all hot. She's
She
fiery.
is hot.
Cataloging the seven
She looks
lost
like the girl
towns
from
of the
Revenge.
Delvarian homeworld.
They should keep her indefinitely on the show.
Hey, how's your
That's
article
close.
coming?
Awful.
Oh,
More close?
there's no K in di-
Do you have anything to say for yourself? Anything.
I think he's bad.
Please. You know, in some worlds,
I can
police
say
are
no to that smile.
that big of a thing.
Sorry, what's the president?
Exactly.
I punched her before and we could have seen you.
I didn't come here to kill anyone.
Good. Because you never will.
Someone followed me on Twitch. For being pro-alien, you're being a very anti-alien.
I could really use that.
Our wayward ducks might locked up. I don't think we'll have any problems.
It wasn't. You guys
must be
are
relieved you got the alien trying to kill her.
stupid.
Thank you again for all your help. Whereas now some blacks of American citizens. The Statue of Liberty will stand for aliens too.
That's awesome.
History.
Great.
Oh,
So why? Like, she's accepting aliens, so let's blow
she's
her up.
got to be anti the position.
Madam President. Thank you. You're welcome.
Find the person. There she is. There she is. Whoa, she has heat vision too.
Wow.
She's just a fire Tonian. Oh wait, what did the detective call her?
Or I'll put you out.
Oh, what's going on? I don't like that fire at all.
That was cool though.
But I recognized her. From where?
Ha.
Are they gonna go to the safe haven and?
Oh, gonna take Kara?
I know her. She hangs out down by the foundry. Thanks.
Whoa!
That's cool.
Extra eyeball man.
Third eye blind.
Humans. Maybe. But we don't really have the same rights, do we? Isn't that what alien amnesty's about? Equal rights? Criminals like you can't be trusted.
Ooh, make her hot.
she's all warmed up for you.
Cool her down. Chill. Chill. The Ice Age. It's a Batman reference. Oh. Oh, she's flashing it up.
Nice. Wow.
Trapping her in her heat and smoke and stuff. Good job, Maggie.
I like her. I hope she stays around.
You guys are fun.
Really get some rest. Yeah, you can stay here if you want. No, I can't. You got a hot date or something? Actually, I do. And I don't want to leave the lady waiting, so sit down, Danvers.
It's the redhead that just caught.
Yeah, that's what I was just...
Her hot date. Alex looked at her for a while, didn't she?
So does everyone in this world have superpowers, or is it...
Oh.
us?
Sit down with him.
My name's Mon-el.
Oh, okay.
And a very personal thank you to both of you. It was an honor, Madam President. It was nothing. I still can't believe I got to see Air Force One. If you think that's cool, you ought to see my other jet.
President I am.
She is. Her invisible jet.
Could she be any cooler?
I suppose not.
Oh. I'm not sure what that's about.
So she's not really Wonder
She's an
Woman.
alien too. No, she's not really Wonder Woman. Oh, does he know about this place?
Nice. Spray paint?
Aerosol?
I'm sorry. What can I get?
I can transform if that's...
No, I'm sorry. It's just...
Do I know you?
No, my shift ended 10 minutes ago. Darla over there will get you started.
Huh.
What was that about?
Hank's real.
Wait.
Who are you?
Hank's daughter.
No. She's another Martian. Oh shit, they're bringing in the cousin or niece or whatever?
Megan? Nuh-uh.
My name is McGann Morris. Started Mars.
What? What? What?
I'm so freaking happy.
What?
I'm so happy.
Why'd you? Oh my gosh, I didn't expect him to do that, did you?
No. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. This is not waterproof. Wait a second.
You're crying. I knocked over all these guys. Alright.
Hold up.
Oh shit.
Is there black, like...
And then you're good.
Okay.
Well, I wonder what they're gonna
That's
do with
awesome. I don't know, but that makes me so happy because now he doesn't feel completely alone
that. Because
anymore.
isn't that like her niece, his niece or whatever?
Well, that's what he calls her.
Because they're not actually related, but they're the last
They're
Martians.
The last Martians, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That is awesome. But it's a huge spoiler for Young Justice.
Okay, don't say it then.
But I'm wondering
But
if you all know what I'm talking about, if that's really true with her. That'd be very interesting. Back to you.
what if they bring her in and then she starts working with Supergirl?
That'd be awesome. Like taking her under her wing.
I don't know what they're gonna do with that. I'm so excited. That'd be so cool. I mean, there's so many aliens in there, and now they just have a place they could just go and just be like, well, here's another thing. You know what I mean?
Well, I like how that, and she chose, you know, to look like a minority also. Like Hank chose a minority.
Mm-hmm.
She chose a minority. Like, she looks like she could be related to Hank also related to the Martian,
Yeah.
John Jones.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my gosh.
I thought that was really cool.
Well, this was a fun episode then.
Yeah.
I liked it. Especially just the ending.
And that and finding out that Mon-El is not Superboy.
No,
So
it's not
that
Superboy.
made me happy.
I know the name mon-el from somewhere though, but I don't remember what. It's not Superboy, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, I know I've heard that name before, so I know. But we got another, not Kryptonian,
A
with the Daxonite,
Daxonite.
and then we got another Martian. And then we got whatever's going on with the president. I don't know what's going on with the president.
I thought we saw that before, like that melting the skin, bubbling up.
And Shield.
Oh, yeah, it was in S.H.I.E.L.D., wasn't it?
I mean, she had blue eyes. I'm trying to think of anything that would have blue eyes. I mean, I know before.
They started glowing, right?
And then her face like went all reddish and stuff when she walked away. I'm just trying to think of what would have blue eyes. And we got Maggie Sawyer in this too. I don't know if she's from the comics or anything, but as a character on this, I like her and I find her interesting.
Oh, being Alex's partner.
Even
friend.
not even that, but like she's just being a detective, whatever. And if they cross paths and work together, she seemed. I mean, she knows aliens because she's dated them, half of them. But she's familiar with aliens. She can take care of herself on the street. She knows the city. Like
Yeah.
they could work together and legitimately like be able to take on things or at least find clues along the way.
I really liked how Maggie and Alex's personalities just complemented each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they just walked in and strolled in like two badasses. Like, seeing more of that will be awesome.
Yeah.
Because that's an epic team. And then you have Kara, the awkward, nerdy superhero.
Yeah.
So I really like those two working together. But I'm wondering, who was her hot date with?
Don't know.
So I'm hoping that we'll see that next episode.
Like I said, they could bring in. You just want to see her on a hot date.
Well,
We could
that,
see-
but I want to see the alien.
They could bring in a lot of stuff with that little alien bar. Just,
Mhm.
I mean, I'm sure there were some aliens in there that if I knew all the lore in DC Comics, I'd be like, oh, well, that's one of these and that's one of those. Just like
Yeah.
in Star Wars, like there's an Ithorian, you know, there's a Ugnaught, like just start naming off differently. There's a Jawa, there's a. So the alien dive bar was awesome. I like that. That was cool.
That was completely left field. Did not see that happening.
Lena Luthor. I don't feel threatened by her like she's gonna be a villain.
I agree.
Remember how Max, we were like, Max is evil, Max is evil, Max is evil. Now they've gotten rid of Max and they've brought in Lena Luthor as like their techie person who's like, oh, they're gonna be a bad guy, and like maybe they won't be.
Yeah.
Max probably, maybe he's not gonna be in this because he hasn't been in this season at all.
Oh yeah.
He may have been an LA person and not gonna be going up to Canada, so we may not see him. Maybe, I don't know. I'm surprised we haven't seen him. He kind of started getting phased out a little bit towards the end of the season last season.
Yeah.
You saw him here and there, and then you saw him towards the end for the finale and whatnot. But I don't know.
That's too bad because I really kind of liked all the techie stuff that he was doing and was
He-
able to develop and just a very
had a-
brilliant mind.
Yeah, he had a, he was a bad side to him, and then he got good. Maybe if they knew things were going to be shifting for it, maybe they try to give him more of a good side to him before being gone. So I don't know.
What about the device that Lena has? How do you feel about that?
I don't think that's necessarily needed. I don't think the public needs to know who all's an alien and whatnot. What it should be is the same thing as immigration now, right? If someone comes in, they tell you their name, their age, where they're from, all that kind of stuff. I have a birth record saying I was born in Wyoming in '89 and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So the same thing is the government should have a record on who you are when you're going to be a citizen of the United States.
But the
But
government.
the public, it doesn't have to be public knowledge necessarily.
True.
I mean, I'm sure if someone, you can Google and find and pay to have, a document saying what it is. But to be able to, like, I don't know, go into a gas station and want to pay and be like, well, put your finger on that. Oh, you're an alien? We don't serve your kind.
See,
It's putting it back into, like, the 60s or 40s
all
or...
for segregation.
Yeah, all that era where it was all segregated and, what Martin Luther King fought
Started
to
another
get through.
civil
and-
war.
Yeah, so...
But like you were saying with the birth certificates and everything, the birth certificates also don't say that you are 12.5% of Native American,
I guess
Right.
not, but they're back in my lineage and whatnot. But if someone comes in and is like, All right, you want to be a citizen? Okay, where are you from? Like, I'm from Krypton. Okay, what's your name? This. Okay. And then just make sure you fill out all this stuff, and we have you. Now they're on record as being a citizen, just like anyone else. I mean, the
Yeah.
FBI can be like, Aaron Elliott, oh, where's he live? Here it is. Okay, I'm going to go find him. If they're like, oh, Kara L, okay, she's a Kryptonian. Okay, we're going to go find her. There she is. You know what I mean? But it doesn't have to be so precise to, like, you're going to be like, oh, you're this. There should be some privacy, but it should also be, like, government knowledge, I guess. Let's go to our Q&As on Twitter and see what people said. Jonah Uck says, since we have Mon-El, Miss Martian, and Kid Flash, do you think we could see a Young Justice in the near future?
That makes me very happy.
That could be cool, right?
Mhm.
If they did it like a live-action Young Justice,
Oh my gosh, that'd be so awesome. But
I think I would rather have that, or probably that instead of a Justice League.
oh yeah,
Like
definitely, because it would be more diverse than what's going on
Yeah,
now.
and they could bring in the other ones with them and whatnot.
Mhm.
Like they need to make a. It'd be cool if they got Roy Arsenal.
Yeah.
Bring him in.
Yeah.
Have him involved with a Young Justice, like live action on CW. Have it on Friday nights. You have Roy
Awesome.
and McGann, and have Wally in there as Kid Flash, right?
Ooh, they need an Artemis dressing for the Arrow universe, and then that'd be so cool.
I'm very interested to see where they take McGann and what they do with her, because that could be really cool.
If they did a Young Justice, that would be kind of competing with Legends, though, because it's kind of like the same idea.
True.
So I don't know if they would actually do it or not, because it might be too much of the same thing.
Jeffrey says, is the show trying to draw a comparison between the device that IDs aliens and the watch that ID'd metas on Earth 2? 'Cause remember back on Earth 2, they had a watch that...
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, maybe. They could have that. Of course, those guys would register as humans, so you wouldn't be able to tell. I don't know. I'm not sure what they would do with that necessarily. It could just be a small comparison. I hope it doesn't really go anywhere, because I kind of agreed with Kara about it being an invasion, even though she, I guess, kind of was like, I don't know, maybe it could be a good thing.
At the end.
I think
yeah.
that's too much. I think maybe immigration could use it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they're checking in immigrants and that kind of stuff. The only thing, though, is how do you check a... You know, Superman crashes into Smallville Farm, Kentucky, or whatever. And
I know that, or they just phase through that area.
Yeah,
and they
I'm saying,
completely
like,
bypass it.
they could just be anywhere, and only the people that are around.
Fly over the fence at Trump Fields. I mean,
Joey Chiba said, am I the only one who felt a spark between Alex and Maggie? Maybe a new relationship in the mix?
yes, like I said, broadening her horizons.
I did feel like she stared a little longer when she was walking
She
away.
lingered.
So there could be something there, maybe, or maybe they'll just end up being really good partners.
I felt a little jealousy when she said, yes, I do have a hot date.
Ah. Starting to Geek said, any thoughts about the giant crossover being a Justice League event? Even if they don't call it by the name, they have so many of the League members on the different shows. The only question would be if they have a villain that would need the League called in for. P.S. I have had this theory since the premiere of this season. They very well could be leading into some kind of league. Now, maybe not Justice League. We have, you know, there's the Justice Society that's been introduced.
Yeah.
There's, you know, Young Justice. There's different types of league. Legion, I think, was one. They've had a few types of team-ups. Spoilers for Legends of Tomorrow. Pause if you haven't been watching it. If you haven't, go watch it because it's really good. Skip like a minute later to avoid the spoiler. With what is going on in Legends of Tomorrow with Reverse Flash, he could be gathering maybe a team of bad guys that could need a team to fight against.
Oh my gosh.
And having like a Kid Flash and a Miss Martian and a Mon-El and different things like that to be able to help combat and help everybody.
Because alchemy can bring back everyone's powers.
Yeah, I mean,
in
it's...
the alternate universe or
Mhm.
timeline, so boom, boom, boom.
So I don't know...
Lots of things that can go wrong.
I don't know what they're going to do necessarily, but I could easily see it's got to be a huge team up. If they're planning on having a crossover for a week, like all 4 episodes are gonna have a crossover involved. Supergirl, Arrow, Flash, Legends. That's 4 hours of crossover. I don't know what they're gonna be doing exactly, but it's gotta be some kind of like huge event going on. And I don't know if it's gonna be merging Supergirl into the universe, or if it's gonna be like a we need help, here, get them, open the door vibe. Last question now that I saw on here was from Speed King, which said, do you think that on Earth 1 they have the same president? I don't know. Maybe.
That would be interesting.
And speaking of the president, I'm now like 100% sure that was a Wonder Woman at one point. I'm pretty sure she was
You should see my other jet.
yeah, that line right there is what confirmed it for me. I'm pretty sure there was like an old 90s or maybe 80s like Wonder Woman TV show.
And I mean, she's hot for an
Maybe
old
older.
lady, so
Maybe
she must have been hot back in
It
her
may have
day.
been older than that. I don't think it would have been in the 70s. I remember my dad watching a Wonder Woman like show. Not that kind. Alright guys, that's it for our Q&As. Make sure next week when you guys are watching an episode of Supergirl, you guys go to Twitter, tag @BlindWaveProd with a hashtag Supergirl Q&A. And we will try to cover as many of the questions as we can find. Besides that, we told you we would have a poll at the end of the episode, so here is this week's poll. This episode we had a lot of new faces. Whose is your favorite new face? Make sure you guys go to patreon.com/blindwave and you guys can either vote in the poll or find out how you can vote in the poll. This week's poll is, who was your favorite new face of this week? We had Maggie Sawyer, right? We had the president. I don't remember what her name was. Did they say her name?
President.
We had the president. We also had Mon-El, and then we had Megan. So 4 new people. Megan we didn't see very much. We got to learn a little bit about Mon-El, as well as there's a lot of M names.
Yeah.
I think out of the new faces, I think I'm gonna go with Maggie. Next episode, I think I'm gonna really enjoy what they do with Megan. But I think right now I liked Maggie and I liked the character. I don't feel like we got enough of. It was a shock and it was awesome, but I'm gonna go with Maggie.
McGann was also the bartender, so she also helped out Alex whenever Alex was asking all the aliens questions about where this Heat girl was. So she's helpful,
Yeah.
understands that humans are trying to get along. So
And she works there. She should know a lot of people. She might have a lot of alien information actually.
yeah.
All right, guys. I think that's it for the poll, for the Q&A and everything for today. Make sure you guys go to patreon.com/blindwave if you guys want to vote in the poll. Make sure you guys go to Twitter @blindwaveprod if you want to enter in Q&A questions for next week.
Hashtag.
Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe button while you're here. Go down in the description box down below where you can find links to all kinds of stuff, like our Patreon, our Twitter, our Twitch streams, our Discord server where you can talk about spoilers for Supergirl at our Discord server.
And our blindwave.net, where you can find stuff.
I'm Aaron,
I'm Melanie.
and we'll see you guys next time. Melanie, you knocked over a clock.
So you hit the damn button.
I knocked over Supergirl. Hey guys, if you like this reaction, make sure you guys are hopping over to our Patreon. You can find things like our poll listings, Discord servers, as well as early access with up to a week early on multiple shows. There's also a poll right now for our patrons to vote in for a new show to join our weekly roster. So make sure you guys see all the cool stuff at our Patreon. By becoming a patron, just click that little link over there to the side.
And become a nice pole dancer.
That's not, no.